I now have 187 books on my physical TBR. Here is the last book haul I will be doing until my birthday next month. I'll tell you about the bookstores that I went to while I show you the books. I got 3 books at the big Barnes & Noble in Union Square, which I think is perhaps the largest bookstore on planet Earth, and that's not an exaggeration. I think by square footage it actually holds the record. I went for the Ashley Poston book signing. The only one of these that I haven't read before is The Dead Romantics. You already know how much I love The 7-Year Slip, but I needed to buy a second copy because it was a book signing and I forgot my copy in Philadelphia. And as part of the event, we got a signed copy of Sounds Like Love. I also paid a visit to Long Island's newest indie bookstore. Book & Mortar is perhaps the cutest bookstore I have ever visited in my life. It has the same level of whimsy and curation that the romance-only bookstores have, while including books from various genres and having a used book section. They also have an array of teas and candles and honeys, and it was just a very delightful space where I picked up one of my most anticipated reads of 2025, The Eights by Joanna Miller. While I was there, I finally allowed myself to finally purchase The North is the Night by Emily Rath. This came highly recommended by Hannah, so I know it's gonna be good. Finally, we found a signed copy of Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by B.E. Schwab. There was no way I was leaving without this. Then I paid a visit to Tiny Raccoon Books, which is primarily a used bookstore on Long Island, though they do also have some new titles. I think every single one of these books was $8 or less. I got The Trust by Hernan Diaz, Circe by Madeline Miller, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and The Guest by Emma Klein. Then on my way home from New York, I swung by Uncle Bobby's, primarily for a coffee, but also to bookshop. I don't know why this is such a tongue twister for me, but I picked up Butter Honey Pig Bread by Francesca Equiasi, and then 2 very highly anticipated releases for me, When the Music Hits by Amber Oliver, and last but not least, The Girls Who Grew Big by Layla Motley. So now I have 187 books on my physical TBR, and we'll see how many I get through in the next 6 weeks. Let me know how big your stack of shame is, especially if it's bigger than mine.